Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. That gamble did not pay off as a... The 12-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year. Which squad could eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory.
Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big bag. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
And your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Using his legs, it's Etienne. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Evans. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
The Dogs looking to convert on 4th down. The back goes in motion. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
And sometimes the best defense is a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the 2nd half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he's running in the open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He'll try it again. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Scanning the field, it's Beck. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Makes the catch, he's got enough. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that fourth down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple of carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lovett. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Georgia going back to work with another first down. They'll put the tight end in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. That's caught. It's Etienne. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Caught over the middle. It's Evans. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
Football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Quarterback will audible. To the air, it's back. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right.
Can anyone catch him? And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Oh, it's loose. Oh, and he's able to get it back. Good thing for him.
And listen, quarterbacks run more nowadays, and we see more of it, but they do have a tendency, because they are a quarterback, to cough it up a little bit. But how about the man? He said, I got this, and jumps back on it, make sure he covers that thing up so he didn't make a bad play for his offense.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all in his play on that side.
Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Looking left. It's caught downfield. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in third and short, third and medium, third and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He wants it all. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
But how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the spread.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback checking the play. Going up top on 1st down. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it on the left. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all of the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Looking downfield, it's back. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for a huge play. Reels it in as he goes out of bounds on the right side for a huge play. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
It's a nice gain, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Wide receiver shows motion. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Fires to the right. It's complete. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Back to pass, it's Beck. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down.
Hey, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage that are going to the running backs and to the tight ends, those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
It's as if there's a force field that's been keeping them out of the end zone and off the scoreboard. They'll try to change it on 3rd and goal. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's 3rd and goal. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls to him.
This seems to be a chip shot field goal attempt and a routine 3 points, but they will go for it on 4th down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. And more drives like this is what's needed.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you play a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Looking downfield, it's Milroe. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
That middle linebacker just wanted it more, man. He came right up the middle. He was able to beat and cross the offensive lineman's face and work his way to the QB.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On second down, looking to throw. He wants to take the top off. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Yeah, and that's tough, man. Golly, you got him wide open. And that cat can roll. You're not talking about, a guy that's an average runner on the outside. You got to give him a little bit of a chance to run underneath that, put a little more air underneath it, but he just overshoots the runway.
Got a man. It's Miller. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Lofts one high and deep. Grabs it inside the 15. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
To the air. It's Milroe. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still third and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. And you can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Throwing right. Complete downfield. Then they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Georgia going up tempo. Wants to throw. It's back. He looks that one in nicely. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. That one comes out hot down the right side. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
Wants to throw on third down. Pressure coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Looking to throw, it's back. Uncorks one. Makes a connection. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Power football with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense.
Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. 1 minute left to play. Plenty of time if they can recover this onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great. The quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Milroe. He's got it. Open space at the 25. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
I'm in a tight game, and it's a one-possession game. I do not want to put my defense on the field. You could tell the offense didn't. Great job executing the 3rd down, getting the 1st down, and now we're just going to play the tick, tick, tick game.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The 1st down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the defense in desperation mode, trying to hang on to give their team a chance. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. 3rd and goal from way back there. He's looking downfield to throw. The pass ball's incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting it 4th.
It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. After putting a field goal on the board, they'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Quarterback checking off. Back to throw, it's back. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And the ball is intercepted. Looking for more room. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to be that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.